Hey guys, how are you guys doing today? So today's lesson is going to be on 3.4, which is multiplying rational numbers. So let's get started. So the definition is fairly pretty understandable. It says rational numbers are numbers that can be expressed as a ratio of two integers where the denominator does not equal 0. So if you guys put, let's say 1 over 0 in your calculator, what are you guys going to get? You guys are going to simply get undefined. Why is that, you guys might be wondering? This is because if the denominator of a fraction is 0, technically it's not really a fraction anymore. Its overall value is undefined. Hence, they have no meaning. So that's why your bottom integer can never be 0. So, a rational number is the form a divided by b, where a and b are integers and b cannot equal 0. So here are some key sign rules. So we have positive plus positive is going to be positive. Negative and positive is going to be negative. Positive and negative is going to be negative. And negative is going to give us positive. So here are some steps into how you would solve it. So the first step is you guys convert into fractions. So let's say you have 1.5. To make your life easier, this is simply 3 over 2. Next, we have multiplied the numerator together. So this is going to be the top part with let's say another function is g over x. So this and this, which is a numerator, is just going to be a times g. Guys, these are just some random constants, let's say 1 over 2 times 2 over 4. So this numerator and this numerator, we're going to be multiplying together. Then the third step is multiply the denominators. So again, we're going to be multiplying the bottom with the bottom. Then we're going to determine the sign of the equation using the sign rule. So again, if it's positive and negative, it's going to be negative. Next is simplify, and always make sure to reduce to lowest form so it's more clear. So if you have 2 over 4, this is, in other terms, we can also write it 1 over 2. So it's more easier. So let's start off with some examples. So for this first one, we have minus 10 over 7 times minus 22 over 2. So looking at our steps in solving, it's already into fractions, so number 1 is good. Next, we're going to multiply the numerators together. So minus 10 times minus 22 gives us 220. The minus and the minus becomes into positive, and then if you do 10 times 22, we're going to get 220. Then we have 7 times 2, which is simply 14. And so now, if you want to reduce this, so I feel like we can reduce this so it can look cleaner. We can simply divide this by 2, which is now going to give us 7 over 110. Next, we have 0.8 times minus 2.3. So, honestly, with these, you guys can just do in your calculator. So we have a positive here and we have a negative here, and according to our rules, this is going to be negative. 0.8 times 2.3 is going to give us 1.84. So let's answer for this one. Now we have this one right here. This is not complicated. We're just going to go from left to right, starting from 4 over 7. So we can do 4 times minus 5. So we can do these two first. So 4 times minus 5 is a minus 20. 7 times 2 is simply going to be 14. And now we're going to write the original fraction. And over here, this is minus because remember, plus and minus give us minus still. So, minus 20 times minus 3 is simply 60. And 14 times 1 is 14, guys. And I feel like we can also reduce this even more. So we're going to be dividing this by 2. So 60 divided by 2 is 30, and 4 divided by 2 is just 7. So our final answer is going to be 30 over 7. So this is very short, guys. I really hope you guys understand this. If not, I can always give you guys more examples so you guys know. And that was all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching.